Alright, hey everybody. So I didn't get time to upload this yesterday, but I just wanted to kind of go over some findings that I had with the coming of the Mayflower to America and the first Thanksgiving and Squanto. So just to get started, you'll see in this paragraph that the Mayflower carried 102 passengers and the voyage took 66 days to arrive to Cape Cod. And then here, another one, I just had another little clipping just to show that there was 102 passengers on the Mayflower. So the 102 definitely stands out because first Thanksgiving equals 102, the first Thanksgiving equals 102, New World equals 102, also known as the Americas 102, and it was the Puritan separatists that came from Holland to America to establish a new church. Christian beliefs equals 102. Puritan separatist also equals 102. So with all those, I found, pretty interesting just because they all have to deal with each other, And then also we have United States of America equals 102. And I included this as well. You can think what you want, but killing Native Americans equals 102. And I included that because United States of America also has that 228, and killing Native Americans also has 141, like how Thanksgiving equals 141. But then you'll see some other connections here, like first Thanksgiving and the first Thanksgiving have that 246, along with Puritan separatists 246. The first Thanksgiving has 114, like New World 114. And then moving on to 132, United States of America equals 132, like England 132, Roman Catholic and Catholic Church both equal 132. Catholic Church also has that 246, like first Thanksgiving and the first Thanksgiving. Puritan separatists. I mean, it's just crazy how it all flows together. And then lastly, you have Thanksgiving equals 183 and 66, like Manifest Destiny 183 and 66. Then here's a paragraph just stating how the Pilgrims and Puritans actually referred to themselves as God's New Israel, which I didn't know that until I kind of read about it. Then it says, it was therefore the manifest destiny of the Pilgrims and Puritans to similarly build a spiritual Jerusalem in America. So, interesting Gematria with God's New Israel, because it includes the 74, which we're all pretty familiar with now. Jesus, Cross, Messiah, Gospel, Parables, English, Gematria, 74. And then 61, like Cross, Jesus, Christian, Christmas, Sins, God, Church, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit also has 151, which I included because God's New Israel equals 151. But then moving on to Squanto, if you guys are familiar with the movie that came out in 1994, Squanto, A Warrior's Tale, put out by Walt Disney, I wanted to show you that it was 102 minutes just to go along with all the Thanksgiving, and it said that Squanto was there at the first Thanksgiving, and in the end of this movie, the very end of it concludes with the Pilgrims and Indians all coming together for a feast. So, just what they usually say about Thanksgiving, but I found it interesting that, including him, and then looking at some of the findings I have seen with him and his tribe, he's of the Patuxet tribe, and Squanto was a name given to him by the governor Bradford. William Bradford is his name. And it just makes you think, like, man, they really gave him the perfect name to go along just perfectly with his tribe, right? Look at that overlap. 4 out of the 4 cipher match with Squanto and Patuxet, 107, 26, 82, 37. And, back then, this is like in 1620, like when was it? Okay, so they're saying he was born in 1585, which Native Americans don't keep track of that, like back then. Okay, so it's interesting that if you were to type out how old was Squanto, this pops up and tells you that he was 37 years old when he died, which is probably not even true at all. But the fact that they even tell you that he was 37 and Squanto and Patuxet equal 37. I mean, he's got to kind of shake your head on that. And then in William Bradford's journals, that's all you really hear or you get familiar with Squanto is through his journals. And it said that he fell sick of Indian fever, and Indian fever equals 107, like Savage equals 107, and Squanto and Patuxet 107. And the reason I threw in Savage is, well, we all know that derogatory term that Native Americans were always called, along with probably other cultures and races, but it said that Squanto was a noble savage. So that's just something that he was known for. And when I said that Squanto was given that name by the governor, his real name is Tisquantum, and I'm not even sure how you would spell it, if that's even the correct spelling, but just, you gotta laugh that the name given to him fits perfectly with this tribe, right? So those were mostly all the findings I had, and I didn't want to make this video too long, but I just thought I would share with you guys what I had. Alright, see ya.